All right, am I muted? Nope, I think I'm good. Hi, and welcome back to Stories of Surrett, our D&D 5e game. I don't know. It's our second week. I'm good at intros, y'all. It's fine. It's our second week, and as you can see, we're down one theta and up one ivy this week. So we're gonna have, some more character introductions and all sorts of good stuff. Stories of Surrett is a homebrew world with kind of traditional D&D vibes to it. And last we left off, the group was just starting to meet each other. And we'll go around real quick and let everybody introduce themselves. Fair, if you want to go.
Hi, I'm Fair. I'll be playing Najana. Your amnesiac something. Our pronouns are she, her.
All right, Juice.
Hello, I am Juice, no pronouns, just Juice, and I would playing Rosita, she, her, our little gnome friend.
Okay, and last but not least, Ivy, if you want to go ahead.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I will be playing Zico Halric, the goblin monk, who is down 3 dudes and will now gain 2 party members. Skip it up.
Eventually.
We're gonna help a princess, I think. Onward.
So we use safety tools, lines, and veils, and while this is not nearly as dark or as heavy as our Vampire the Masquerade game, which you can come and hang out with us tomorrow night, same time, if things get heavy, we stop the game. We take care of each other. You should use these things in your game too. They're important. They keep your players safe. They keep your DM safe in case your players start going off the rails. And with that, I think maybe we'll just jump in. And we'll go ahead and start with Ziku.
No, I got called on.
Yes, you did. Ziku, it has been a messed up month. You were sent into the undead forest looking for flowers that grow in a temple that only shows up once a year. Your friend almost got killed by a dancing snake god.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got possessed by the small ghost of a goblin child.
I believe she was hanging out on the bird still, too.
Yeah, and then
Vicky.
Your furbolg got kidnapped by a small monkey wearing a kilt, rowing a boat through the air. It's been a messed up month.
My dad's apparently in the Feywild. It's this whole situation because we were also in there for my backstory shit, and basically we came to the conclusion of he went through a Feywild portal on accident, and there's no way in hell you're gonna go get him right now.
Yeah, you were searching for your father, and Grove, your furbolg, had told you, I think he went this way, but without Grove, who was naturally attuned to these portals and was leading you, you have no idea where to go. And so you and Matrix and Anansi started making your way out of this forest.
Uh-huh.
You made it back to Tyrell, stayed a day or two, and Anansi said, I've got to go. I made a deal with this god that I was going to help her find something. I got to go check in. And so you guys decide you're going to hike with him back to the river, and the easiest place to pick up a ship is Turas. About 2.5 weeks of walking through the forest. Thankfully, not the undead forest. Just, a relatively tame forest with tree-dwelling dire wolves and massive trees big enough to build buildings in.
I live in
Turas. You do, and you live in Imshendor, so it's not surprising. It's just a long walk.
Oh.
You make it to Turas. Anansi kind of gives y'all hugs and says, I'll check in when I can, and hops the first boat headed back towards Palmaris. Matrix grabs this book that he has been reading for the past You're not really sure. He hasn't said anything about it. I have to study this, he says, and getting a ton of attention as he is an automaton, walks upstairs in the tavern y'all are staying in and locks himself in a room, leaving you sitting on a bench. Tavern's nice, comfortable, cozy,
Uh-huh.
but you're on your own.
Question: did the message get relayed? Because I know Anansi, I think somebody got a message from the princess being like, the goals go north to save the realm. Did Zico get that message?
Yes, that would have been passed on. You guys would have probably, honestly, on the walk into town, been talking about that. And, do we want to take a boat up there? Do we want to stick to the forest and hike? Which would take a while.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Ziku's probably, like, in that tavern, which also... Oh, I need to re-describe Ziku because it's been a minute. So Zico is in fact a goblin. She's early 20s, equivalent of a goblin. I don't remember how the age difference works in that, but they just live shorter lifespans. All I remember. She has black hair, the green skin, the yellow eyes, but she is wearing a red dress that has like a sort of on the like hem and up. It kind of fades into a sunrise kind of situation with swirls. And she's got like a little equivalent of a cardigan, of like a black cardigan thing. I don't know if those exist here. I'm gonna say they do now. She's got her hair tied, but like it's long for the most part. But she has like the sides of it tied up in a little bow which is red, and she just wears regular boots and is got her cartographer's tools and maps out, just trying to figure out. Okay, this became a solo mission all of a sudden, so now I gotta figure shit out.
All right. It is quiet.
Yeah.
Town is town. There's plenty going on. There is a market open. You haven't been up here recently.
No.
You did on one of your early trips with the guild come through, but you have not been through here kind of on your own as an adult.
Yeah.
And it is interesting as a cartographer, somebody who works with the map making guild. Turas has always been interesting, as during the flood season, half the city is underwater. Yeah. And it was designed and built that way. So people are walking on bridges from rooftop to rooftop, entering their houses through, rooftop trapdoors. Yeah.
Huh.
So it's a weird little town, but they seem to make it work.
Yeah. Zico's making notes because you never know. Like, even though she lives in the treetops, you never know when you're going to need to be able to protect your house from the elements.
Yeah. Anything you want to do? Anything you're going to look for?
Probably a Zoom chat. That's all I'm going to say. If you just see me randomly crack, that's why. I think Zico would, be trying to figure out, okay, how do I get passage up north? Because probably the boat's going to be the fastest way up there, and we're already lost time being in the white. So she'd probably at some point head toward the dock, being like, who's heading as far up north as possible, so I don't have to switch boats.
Okay. You start walking around the dock. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Not great. It's a 4. And I have a +0 to investigation. So
all right. So 4. There's plenty of people willing to talk to you. Trying to parse out who is telling the truth and who's not just making themselves look good is a little difficult right now.
Yeah, Zico's stressed. It's just like, I just need a straight answer.
You do find a couple of ships that are going to be going north. There is the Redheaded Lass that is going to be heading back north. And the squall is going to be headed back north.
Okay, why do I feel like I know that name from somewhere? I don't know. That might just be me.
They say they're, perfectly willing to barter passage, whether you want to pay in gold or whether you want to help out on the deck. But
okay, so squall you said was one?
Yep.
Okay. And then would they tell me how much passage would be?
They say it's like 3 gold a person for the trip. It's not a lot.
Not a lot considering the gold you let us start off with. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll make a note of it. I'll probably make it sleep on the decision. Probably head back to town. Do I hear rumors about the dragon puppy, by the way?
Not the first day.
Not the first day.
Matrix doesn't come out of his room. And so you are there for another day. And then another day.
Matrix.
I'm working on something. And on the third day, as you're walking around, you see a woman, female figure, walking through, followed by that is a small dragon. And
that is an actual small dragon.
You eventually hear people like, yeah, there's a lady with a weird, I don't know, painted dog or something. But you're like, that is a dragon, because you have heard a few of the people at the guild have taken trips out of Surrett across the sea to places where dragons still exist, at least more
so
convincingly exist.
Yeah, like you can actually see one in the continent next door. Like you can't see one here normally.
Yeah, you're not going to find them in Surrett, but across the ocean there are at least rumors that they exist.
Okay, so that's a small dragon. Okay. I'm trying to think, do I know any other languages other than Common? No, I don't. I picked Elvish. No, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to communicate for shit. Well, honestly, after a certain point, I probably would just walk up.
Okay.
Because I'm figuring shit out.
You do lose track of them for a little while. But eventually you see the two of them sitting on a rooftop. There looks like there are 2 small girls sitting with them. One of them eventually kind of drops down into the house that they appear to be sitting on. You're welcome to go and say hi.
No, yeah, I probably do. I probably will grab like a pastry or something on the way over or 2, as like a hello offering.
Bribery always works.
If the way through people's hearts is usually their stomach.
That's true.
So I just go walk over and like, hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Do you know me?
No, but I'd like to get to know you and also your dragon. That is kind of up to the dragon, I believe, though.
You want to get to know me and my... Why?
You don't... Are you not from Surrett?
I don't know.
Okay, well, long story short, in Surrett, those dragons don't exist, as in they're fairy tales.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that from
people staring at you.
Reactions.
Yeah.
So, and also calling her a dog, when she's clearly not a dog.
I think that's everyone's fear rationalized response, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, so dragons don't usually exist. The only reason I know they even kind of may actually exist is because I know people who have seen them in other continents. But here on Surrett, you don't see them. So everyone's probably just like, what the heck? So which is why I asked you where you're from, because again, the baby dragon had to come from somewhere.
I don't know where we're from. I just woke up.
From
What's
like a
the name of the
coma?
other? I don't think so. I don't know.
Amnesia. Got it. Okay.
What's the name of this other continent?
DM? You didn't come up with one?
Like, yeah.
Make one up. It's all good.
She muted herself immediately.
I gotta make one up. Shit, this is gonna be important.
Dragantopia. Just
There you
kidding.
go. Perfect.
No,
Dragantopia.
no.
I
It's
love
canon.
that movie as a
Absolutely
kid.
not.
I love that movie as a kid. Oh my god.
Fuck you.
Dragon
Fuck you. I hate that fucking show. Hated
I
those
love-
children. Hated them.
Oh, you and I that was around when I was 5 and I tried to name my brother Max.
Perfect.
That was 5. Anyway,
God, I'll never get that chant out of my head for the rest of my fucking life.
okay, to be determined because Ivy has to think about it for a second. But yeah, there's like a continent like to the southwest, west, yes, somewhere.
There.
Ooh.
I like Alara actually. I'm assuming that's an I.
So
Elara,
there is. Thank you, Jordan. Elara. And then it's basically it's twin country, Zeltar. To the north is Bajrapat. And then the
Right.
Isles are to the south.
Right, because I know there's was it Matrix from Boston? Where were they? Bajrapat? I couldn't.
Matrix is for Bajrapat. That is correct.
Noted. Okay. Brain. Okay, so you don't remember anything. Do you know your name and what and Two Turtles with Dragon? What's your name? Because from what I understood, you guys can talk for yourselves.
I'm Najana.
Najana,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ziku. Lovely to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Do you want to introduce yourself?
And in Draconic, she says, "My name is Nefertiri," and then she looks at you, Najana. I don't know if she's lying or not, but she smells like a dragon, or she smells like dragon, or at least there was one nearby her recently.
Have you ever met a dragon? Because
I met a snake goddess, if that counts.
I translate that and like look at Nefertari like, yeah.
Could be. I don't
If
know.
I met a dragon, I was not aware of it.
Well, she says you smell like a dragon, like you've been near one.
This
She's
is new and
she's not going to be able to spell it. You guys' nose are terrible.
Yeah, you can't smell it on yourself.
okay. That's new information I did not have before. So now I have to think about it. DM, would I remember I would remember meeting a dragon. Would the snake goddess be the only thing I could think of that could even possibly count?
I mean, that could be it. You haven't really interacted with a ton of people. There was the witch. There's the snake goddess. There's like
there was
a handful of
witch
people in Tyrell who you talked to.
I really don't know. And from what I read about from the story is that like I think dragons can shapeshift. So maybe maybe I met one in disguise and didn't realize it, but it's gonna bother me now. Okay. Well, we're gonna hopefully find an answer soon-ish.
Can I do like a some kind of check to see if Alaris rings any bells to me?
Go for it.
No.
Okay.
The answer is no.
That's a 9. Or well, I did history, so that's a 9.
Elara, Zeltar. Okay. Those are names, I guess.
Yep. So, and this is Rosita, by the way.
I peek out from behind the bench. Hello.
Hi. Okay.
Oh boy, the voices.
Yeah. It was two different shades of Linda Belcher.
And I say hello to you, but I'm looking at the pastry in your hand.
Oh yeah, I brought these as like a hello offering. You guys want one?
Okay. And I grab it.
Just snatched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I snatch. I roll for snatch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm offering it to you. I will say I did probably grab enough for like I did the head cat grad one for all of us and the dragon. Nefertari. So I offer Nefertari one. Like, you want it?
And she like very, very gently snatches it out of your hand.
And I'm like eyeing very, very closely because the moment I sense any sign of decline, I would have been like, I'll take that.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Najana will take hers, but like kind of put it in her bag for now.
Not gonna
Thank
figure out how
you.
to spell your
That's-
names.
Very kind.
I'm just happy you are enjoying them. So have you spoken to any? Oh wait, there are no clerics down here. That's up in Surrett, who could probably help you with the amnesia.
I mean, there are a couple. I mean,
Have you
it
spoken to any-
is a decent sized city, so there's a couple temples.
Thank you.
I haven't been here long. I was going to stop at the temple over there, but then I just got a bad feeling about it. I sent someone over to get some information, but they haven't come back yet.
Well, I'm kind of waiting for my friend to get out of his room, so I can help you with that if you'd like. I can try.
Well, they had I gave them like a symbol of some sort that I had, like an amulet, something.
Oh.
For them to have it checked on, because I didn't know what it was. And they haven't returned yet.
Do you think you would have any other symbols on a shield, like anywhere else, or do you think you just have the holy symbol?
I think, in addition to the holy symbol, I think I also have like an insignia, like that you would maybe get it from like military or something like that.
Okay. So, just curious.
But I don't think she has anything, any other symbol with her.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
So yeah.
I mean, if you tell me who I'm looking for, I could probably go see if they're at least okay, or if they just got sidetracked or something. And if they did, I can just probably get the symbol from them.
I described Theta's character. I cannot remember what their name is right now.
Doll.
Doll.
Okay. I go looking for doll, I guess, if the only symbol in existence is that one.
Okay. I mean, I would guess Najana points out like they went to the temple over there.
Yeah. The one with all the hay, the one with all the wheat.
Yep.
Can't remember her name, but I remember that detail.
Yep. It
Would
is the
I know
temple
the
of
name of them?
Yeah, you would real quick, Shantea,
Shantea, okay.
be able to pick that one up.
Okay, I go that way.
All right, you start heading in. Get over there. Are you going down and making yourself known, or are you just kind of like opening the door and popping your head in real quick to see if she's in there, or to see if they are in there?
I'd probably just pop my head in there real fast, just to see if anyone's even in there.
Okay, go ahead and make a. What's your passive perception, actually?
Passive is 15.
15. You stick your head in and you hear people talking. And you hear the kind of quick inhale of breath, like shock, and you hear, that's a demonic symbol. And you kind of poke your head in a little more, and you see the person who Najana described, talking to what looks, your knowledge would tell you that is a priest. Do you keep listening? Do you, make yourself known? Do you?
I probably try to keep listening because I feel like if I just walk in there, they're gonna stop talking about it.
Okay. You can't see Doll's face. They have their back turned to you. But you do see kind of the body motion of continue. This is a very old symbol of from what I can tell, and there aren't many notes in here, a demon who claimed Our Lady's domain, or tried to. She claimed to be the goddess of the harvest, to help the fields grow and things of that nature, but there were decades of blight and of famine. Eventually, she was chased out. They renounced her. I'm sure there are more histories of this elsewhere, as far as our records, and she starts, flipping through pages, and starts going kind of a little bit deeper into the kind of background, talking about, there's this a series of massive battles between this demon and Shantae and other deities.
Okay. Okay. So, probably at that point when I feel like the conversation is petering out, I would back up and then walk in, like make myself be known, like, hi,
Okay. You walk in, say hi, and they greet you, or at least the priestess greets you, like that wasn't the conversation. They were just having, yes, child, how can I help you?
Oh, I was just checking in because the owner of that symbol was curious about it because she wasn't sure what it meant, and she was wondering where Doll went, actually.
You know the owner of this symbol. Someone is openly carrying this?
I don't think they know what it means.
Oh fuck! I realized that Doll told them that they just found that shit.
I did not know that.
I know. That's funny.
Like, Ziku did not mean to reveal information that was not known. It's literally just Ziku did not have that information.
It's all good. This is what happens.
Yeah.
That's concerning. This has not been seen in... This symbol has not been seen in perhaps 2 to 3 centuries. And even then, it was a broken, blasted piece of symbol. To find a whole one in good shape is honestly disturbing.
Would you be willing to follow me? Because I don't think they'd be comfortable coming in here. Because I don't think they understand what's going on.
Of course, give me a moment. And she kind of walks off for a second, goes to a back room. Rosita, Najana, what are y'all doing? Waiting? Rosita, you
Please ignore that.
okay? I saw nothing.
I don't even know what I saw. I looked for 2 seconds.
Gotta get into Rosita mode. Click.
Yeah, And I clicked the wrong time when I was trying to troll somebody from Philly by Night, and I never deleted it. Anyway, what are we up to? Eating this pastry. I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely delicious. Still glaring at the dragon puppy who as I'm watching them eat theirs. Sorry, Rosita doesn't think it's a dragon puppy. Rosita is well aware that it's not a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Rosita is like, was expecting to see a cool ass puppy and then was like, oh, it's a dragon.
I love how that's
the most
disappointment.
wild, which is the most wild reaction considering that dragons do not exist on this continent. I want to see a weird ass dog, not a dragon. I love Rosita. Rosita knows what Rosita's about, honey. I think I would just be sort of like, doing that thing where like you're trying to remember where you put something but you don't know, so you just like you think you lost something but you dump out the contents of your entire purse. I'm kind of doing that with like my bag, just going through things trying to find something that will help me, because it's like really frustrating that I don't have any memory of anything.
Do you need help looking for something?
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find something that will maybe jog my memory.
I'll start grabbing random objects. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this?
No, none of those help.
How about this? And I would also like to, maybe as I'm handing one of these things to you, discreetly, hold on, does this require touch? It does require touch. So in that case, I'm not going to do what I was thinking of. Nothing shady. It was actually helpful, but I don't know you well enough to like be casting spells on you without talking about it.
Oh, yeah, you don't want her to get her head off like Aurelio did.
I've learned how to play with fire.
Though I will say Najane is different from Katura. Katura's just like, don't you ever try to control me again. I'm grown.
But she is like not in a shady kind of way, but almost like if you've ever seen anyone playing like the shell game, like moving things around, not trying to hide anything, but just very, very deft and very very spry, and kind of individually picking things out from this with the contents of whatever has spilled out. I don't know, almost like a really efficient like card dealer, or someone who's just really dexterous with their hands. Are
you okay? It seems like you're a little distracted.
I mean, I guess it's hard not to be distracted. You wake up in a forest with no memory of who you are. It's a little distracting.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
It was very terrifying.
Like a nightmare, like a dream. Are we in your dreams?
If this is a dream, I have no idea what it means.
Okay. So how do you spend your time? I see that you've got a lot of like metal stuff on.
I mean, I guess she'll like look at like the insignia. So it's like, I guess maybe I was a soldier of some kind. I don't.
Ooh. Wait, how long ago did you wake up like this and not remember anything? Like a long time ago?
Earlier today.
Oh. Oh. Did you hit your head?
I don't think
Guess
so.
you
I
wouldn't
don't.
remember.
It also doesn't hurt.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I mean, Nefertari doesn't remember anything either.
Do you think maybe we should follow the others, that maybe the people in the temple have answers and can heal your brain?
I don't know. I got a really bad feeling from that place. Like, bad.
Oh, are you gluten intolerant? I know a lot of people that have that issue.
I don't think so. It's not that. It's, you know, when you just get a gut feeling that something's bad.
Rosita like shifts a little.
It was like that.
Well, sometimes it's not a bad thing to want to get away from things that make you feel weird. Do you want
No,
me to
of
try
course
and
not.
find out? Do you want me to get them? See if there's any answers?
I send another. I send another emissary. Yet another person. Got 3 people in the temple. to be
Diku's
like,
on
"Hey,
her way
what's
back.
up?"
Probably gonna know.
You know, let's give them some more time, and then if they don't show up, then I'll send you in. How about that?
Okay.
You guys, you good?
Yeah, I was gonna just engage in small talk while we wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask a lot of questions that Najana will not know the answers to about herself.
Yeah.
Makes you feel awesome, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just sliding further into depression.
Go ahead and make another wisdom save, Najana.
Fuck me. 2.
Oh, good.
I guess I would.
That's a 10 total.
I would use some of that time as well to. I guess I'll if I can just interject and ask. Well, while we wait, do you want to play a game?
Oh, what kind of game?
And I'll just whip out some cards, some playing cards. I learned a little bit of this. We can also make up the rules as we go, but I can show you what I know, and then we can make our own game.
Yeah, why don't you show me what you know?
Okay, great. And I will just randomly lay out these cards, acting like I know what I'm doing, but I'm really just putting. I feel like you are wise enough to understand that I'm just trying to keep you preoccupied and distracted.
Yeah. Which I am grateful for. Because otherwise I would just be staring at the temple the whole time waiting for people to come back.
You get about 6 minutes into a very elaborate game that looks like a mix of solitaire, war, and spades. You're not
God.
sure exactly how it works, but that's so far the rules that you've got.
And somehow there was like a draw 4 in there.
Yeah.
It's
also Uno in phase 10.
It's a little messy. In Najana, you hear clear as day, as if somebody is leaning into your ear. This might sting. And your head shatters.
Bitch, what?
like a watermelon.
Like, am I covered in Najana?
You are not
no.
covered in viscera, no.
Okay.
Well,
but you
catch
do
y'all
see
later. Have fun. Just kidding.
Najana just hands to head to chest, and entire body just curves inward.
I immediately try and move forward, and I look at Nefertiri and gauge their response as I'm trying to like catch or hold Najana.
Nefertiri drops in a similar motion.
Okay.
I leave for 20 minutes.
I do a quick assessment of the two of them, and I get it's not an animal. It's not a. I turn my attention to Najana. Can I do a medicine check?
Sure, go for it.
I will guide myself. I'll get nervous and I'll pop out of my fanny pack. I'll pop one of my little knick-knack candies, and guide myself. That's a natural 20 plus a 2, so a total of 27.
27. They're both breathing. You can tell that. Najana is...
No, I'm not. I don't have to breathe.
Oh. You notice Najana is not breathing.
But I feel a pulse. Maybe not even that.
I don't even think you feel a pulse.
Okay.
Which is terrifying. Because she is holding her head and you can see the muscles in her throat just straining. You look down at Nefertiri and you see something similar. But there's no heartbeat. There's no breath.
Does it look like anything I may have observed before?
In some ways, yes. And in some ways, you may be even slightly tangentially familiar with it. As a sugar rush calms down, occasionally you get wicked bad headaches.
Yeah.
Just knock you on your butt, your exhausted headaches.
Okay.
And you've definitely made that, not this severely. Yeah, the brain freeze, head grab, please don't explode motion. So you do pick up, like, it definitely looks like that motion taken to an extreme.
Okay. And if I've observed this as well before, although I'm sure that has been like intentional and planned, and there are like ways to mitigate anything that's happened with that, I'll do whatever I can to gather like either their bag of the items that they've just poured out, and maybe even undo my fanny pack and maybe lay that if they need to lay down and rest their head on something, to kind of make it a little more manageable, a little less risk of danger as they're doing so. And with this natural 20, whatever I can do to kind of assuage and make it pass more smoothly.
Okay.
Do I know anything that can help get them out of this?
Out of it, you're not sure. Usually, at least anytime you've encountered this sometimes something cool on your head will help, almost, inverse brain freeze. So you kind of run over to the edge. This water's cold as hell. It's glacial melt water. So you can dip your water skin in and you kind of come and put it like towards the back of her head.
Okay.
Like trying to.
Yeah.
Najana. You feel like your skull just shattered. You are blind not because you cannot see color, but you are blind because all you see is swirling colors.
Been there, fucking migraine. Gang.
You hear again a voice perfectly crystal clear. Sorry, this isn't exactly my wheelhouse, but this should help.
I think I say out loud very straight, like, who the fuck are you?
You don't like me much, but I am trying to help. What the fuck? Not that you remember that right now. And you start seeing tiny bits of things. Najana is correct. You're like, that is my name. Nefertiri, you remember how you got her? You remember your connection to Nefertiri. And you know what that symbol means. You don't know who it's to, but you now remember what it means to you. You now remember its importance and the weight that it carries.
Which is...
That is your god, your goddess. She doesn't care that much, but typically she's female.
Do I get a name?
No name.
And do I get the sense that the person talking to me is also my goddess?
No.
No.
Because and it's a female voice. It's a younger female voice. It sounds almost not like Rosita. There's nothing in the cadence or tenor that's like, oh, that's Rosita. But it sounds like a late teenager, maybe 21-year-old.
Fuck. Do I sense them still around me or near me?
For a moment, yes. You feel something cold now on the back of your neck.
What are you doing to me?
I'm trying to help. Like I said, this isn't my wheelhouse. Never really been my thing.
Who are you?
We'll get there later. You'll be up in a second, and that sensation is gone. You are on your back, head resting against your bag, something cold kind of pressed over your eyes.
Yada!
I think my nose, there's like a trickle of blood that runs out of my nose.
That makes sense.
Oh my god.
You're up! Oh.
Rosita?
You remember? Do you remember anything else? You okay? That looked like it hurt a lot.
It did. That symbol is of my goddess, but I didn't get a name.
Oh. Okay, that's a start.
And there's someone trying to help me, but I don't know who they are.
Hi, my name is Rosita.
Besides you.
Najana, as you're
the others
speaking, you realize your words don't sound how you expect them to. You have been able to understand Rosita. You were able to understand Dal when they came over, and even Ziku, but it was coming through garbled. Now, logically, you know what you're saying, but it doesn't feel right. But Ziku, or rather, Rosita no longer sounds like they're coming in through an interpreter. You can understand them. You can understand her.
I understand you now. Like your words. Before it was, I was just piecing together things that you were saying.
Okay. That sounds like you're making progress.
It feels
sounded like you understood me pretty well, but I will trust.
I could understand you, but it was like you were speaking a different dialect. Everything was just a bit off. And now I understand you perfectly.
Well, I'm glad that your head doesn't hurt. Well, did not hurt when I asked earlier. I seen this happen. I mean, this happens sometimes when people hit their heads, but they have to kind of learn processes all over again.
Maybe. I don't. It almost feels like there's. It feels like it's in there, but I just can't reach it.
You said that you were connected to a goddess, or are you a follower? Did you get anything? Like, what is your relationship to this goddess?
I have to assume that I'm a follower?
Okay.
I mean, that's what would make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you see what they look like?
No.
Okay. You didn't get a name. You didn't see what they look like. Did you, out of character, did you use pronouns? Did you say she, her?
She.
Okay. We know more than nothing.
You're right. I mean, it's more than what I knew even 5 minutes ago.
From my time getting either on the boat or back home, or between the boat and getting here, have I seen any religious iconography on any of the rooftops or on any of the people?
You've seen a couple of symbols of Shantea, given that the temple's right here. You've seen.
I have a follow-up question that's unrelated after you finish.
Okay. You've seen a couple to Lysander out of the Dawn. You've seen a couple of not temples, even
Shrines, maybe?
Yeah, little shrines. You saw one to Poseidon. Given that half of this town right now is underwater, that would make sense. You've seen a couple. Nothing. There's not a huge statue in the middle of the town. There's not a single giant temple anywhere. Just little things, unobtrusive.
Among the items that I saw Najana pour out of their bag, comparing the like aesthetic and like the vibe. If I want to make I'll roll for a vibe check. Compared to what I've seen like my uncle or grandfather make, like, can I get a sense, like, does it look modern versus not modern?
Everything, I would say go ahead. Are you proficient in any like Tinker's tools or anything like that?
I am a rock gnome, so I'm proficient with Tinker's tools, and I can add twice. Basically, I have expertise when I'm looking at magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices. I don't know if that includes like the lack of technological devices.
I mean, technology, fire is a technology. You can consider anything a technology if you spin it right. So I'd say go for it. Go ahead and roll me Tinker's tools with expertise.
Ooh, Tinker tools with expertise or history with expertise. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Either one.
History.
As you choose.
Okay. Guidance. Well, 15.
15.
That's after rolling a 2 on the D20.
Nicely done. Nothing looks contemporary. You can't place it. It could be from another country, for all you know. Palmaris and the surrounding areas only really see stuff from Bajrapa. It's definitely not Bajrati. It's definitely not contemporary from Surrett. Could be from Illyria. Like, it doesn't look old. It doesn't look ancient or anything like that. Like, you're not looking like at a Roman tunic you're not, it's not setting anything off in that way. But it definitely doesn't look local, if you had to guess.
Okay, cool. Then I won't try and steal anything. I also would like to do an Arcana check, and you don't even bother. It's a terrible roll. Total of 6.
Oh, to see if Najana was carrying anything.
Yeah, of the stuff that was poured out, not on their person, but the stuff that was poured out earlier.
Not that you noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. Going back to Ziku, you have been waiting. You've talked to Doll for a hot second, gone back and forth. Go ahead and make me a. I wish there was like a folklore check. Go ahead.
The closest thing I've got is history.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a history check.
Are you fucking kidding me? 8 total.
8. Yeah, you and Doll have been talking for a second or two, going back and forth. They tell you they've been freaking waiting on some teacher that they were supposed to meet here, and it's bullshit because the teacher never showed. And I'm like, yep, I get that feeling. Eventually the priest comes back
I went
out.
into the white to go get my dad. He's in there in the Feywilds, apparently. I've been there.
Yep. You guys commiserate for a moment. Eventually the priest comes back out. And I was like, okay, let's go talk to your friend.
Now I gotta warn you, she doesn't remember. That's kind of why she's confused. I think she when I met her, she asked me, do you know me? And apparently does not have a clue about it. Woke up in the forest, apparently. Easiest way to put it. So I don't know how much she actually knows. I don't know if and when her memory is coming back. Actually, we were hoping you could help with that.
Very well. Let's go talk to her.
Okay.
And you guys start heading back up to the roof.
Yeah, is she up by the time I'm there, or is she still like laying down like half there?
It's about a like solid 7-minute walk, but you can see the little square that they are on. Najada's no longer sitting on the bench. She is now sitting on the floor with Nefertiri kind of coiled up in her lap.
Yeah, I come up to them first, probably. I'm like, okay, so talk to the priestess is kind of easier if you talk to each other at this point.
Yeah,
she's here. You don't have to go in there for whatever. I asked her to come here just because I don't know why you're getting the bad vibe, so I'm trying to keep you as comfortable as possible. But also, I did let her know you don't remember anything, just because she can't help if she doesn't know.
You're a priestess. You're from the temple.
I am.
Oh, can you heal?
A small amount, yes.
I kind of can. Very little.
I'll just like dart my face back and forth between Najana and them. Like,
oh, I think she might have a real bad headache.
Najana, did some time while I was gone?
Yeah, I just got this really bad pain in my head, and I think I'm looking at this priestess, knowing where she came from, and trying to like choose my words carefully because I don't want to like say too much because I don't know. I'm realizing that like maybe I've told too many people about what's going on with me, and I don't actually know where I am. Yeah, it was this really bad splitting headache, and I like wiped the blood from my nose. And I don't know. I
hand her a handkerchief. Okay, well let's see what she has to say, and hopefully it's help, and hopefully we can figure out a direction.
I remember what that symbol is. It's to a goddess.
Ziku, knowing what the priestess said, Uh-huh.
Where did you hear that?
It just came up in my memory when I was knocked out.
I see.
Is there something wrong?
No, of course not.
Fucking
Insight check.
Insight check.
Nat 20.
That was a 6.
So that's a 28.
That's
19.
an 11 total.
Ziku, yeah, Ziku, you're like, okay, I guess not. 19. There was definitely a hesitation before she said, of course not. 28. There is confusion and fear. Like she's trying, much like everybody saying that Nefertiri is a gold painted dog. You can see in that hesitation and how she's like, she is trying to come up with some reason or justification in her head how that's not possible. Because if what it would mean if what you said is true.
You can just say what's on your mind. You don't need to hide anything.
No. Here, may I?
What does she want? What, she wants me to touch her hands?
She's going like towards your to check you over.
Yeah, sure. I'm like watching her closely.
Yeah,
because I know that she's lying.
Kind of goes and like holds under your chin like a doctor would, almost like looks in both of your eyes, kind of
check the lymph nodes,
tilts your head back, does the little finger thing to make sure you can actually like track, like you haven't smacked your head and you're not talking nonsense.
I think I don't know if how Najana would react, but I want to intercept that. I don't want her touching Najana because I already picked up that she doesn't have a pulse. She's already acting shady. Or I picked up that Najana doesn't have a pulse. This other person is acting shady. Like there's something off, and I'm like, I don't want this person. I don't trust this person with this other person I just met.
The vibes are off.
Yeah,
the vibes are off. And you
my
can
vibe
just
check.
here like trying to piece together everything. Like, did I make this better or worse?
Seagulls are crowing overhead. There are people on the dock yelling and screaming about fish. There's a fat seagull lands like 20 feet away from you. It's entirely too
albatross?
big. It is too big. But yeah, I mean, if you, Najana, if you're gonna allow it, Rosita's gonna try and play interference here, so.
Go for it.
So she reaches out. Rosita, what do you do?
I think that Najana does not realize that she is not breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
it's something that you do so naturally that you don't normally don't notice it unless you're thinking about it. So I don't think she's actually noticed that.
And I'll as she's, I guess, moving her hand closer, I will also kind of move forward and I guess like help shift, act like I'm trying to like move Najana into a better position, and grab one of the hands that's reaching out and be like, "Oh, thank you. Are you going to heal? Is that what you're trying to do?"
I wanted to make sure she wasn't concussed. That's a strange thing to say, is all.
What's a strange thing to say?
I mean no disrespect.
But you're gonna power through anyway.
The symbol you carry is traditionally seen as demonic.
Traditionally seen by who? As demonic.
Most of the world.
Well, from my understanding, that is the symbol of a god.
which is interesting, is all.
How so?
Does she have it on her?
Yeah, she would have brought it, or Dal would have kept it, either way. But yes, she has not left it in the temple. In times of strife, demons may try to convince, bewitch, and so on in order to further their purpose. It is strange to see this symbol whole, and then to hear somebody speak of this being as a god is concerning.
When was the last time anyone has found a symbol like this?
The last time we saw any sign of this symbol, it was broken, found on an archaeological dig 200 years ago. At least 200 years ago. My dates might be off.
Which is probably why you're confused and concerned.
How old are you?
Because if that's the last time this would have been mentioned, archaeologically speaking, something had to change in the in-between.
How long has this been known as a demonic symbol?
At least 1,000 years.
Yeah.
I only know what I know.
Of course. I mean you no harm. I genuinely just wanted to see if you were well, is all.
I think, most things considered, I'm okay.
Would you like to get some rest?
Yeah, I know where there's an inn. You can come stay with me and or stay in the inn I'm at, because they've got an open room, I think.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm like looking at this priestess, like sort of trying to like continue to read her, because it's like one of those things where it's like, I was told one thing and here's this person, like I don't necessarily know what to trust at this point. I have a person saying that they're trying to help me, but then they also hurt me. But like, it didn't feel like a lie when they said it was a symbol of a goddess. Like, that was my instinctual feeling, and not necessarily something I was told. It was something instinctive that I knew. And so I guess I'm just staring at this priestess, trying to figure out like where the truth of it all is.
Yeah. Priestess sits. She, is waiting to see if you need anything. If I know you would probably not be comfortable. However, it is commonplace for those with no place to go to stay at the temple. It is open if you so choose.
Thank
Any
you.
of you.
Is down that way?
Yep. The
Okay.
one with the weed above it.
Do you have any literature on this symbol?
I can have somebody transcribe the few notes that we have. The library in Imshendor would probably have more.
That's my hometown. I could probably take you there. Granted, I got some stuff I got to figure out first, but that can't entirely be on the to-do list.
If you have a connection, if any of you have a connection to the Firefall Temple, their libraries are quite extensive.
Oh, where's Anansi where you need him?
And I believe the last archaeological dig was up near the glacier. I don't believe it was exactly in Palmaris, but it was nearby.
That's actually the direction I'm heading in anyway, so we want to try that first.
Thank you.
Of course. She gets up, does a little nod, and walks back to the temple.
Does she not react to the dragon at all?
No.
Like, that's the least weird thing in all of this, I think.
And I think, honestly, given everybody else's reaction to the dragon, that might be the thing that sets off your warning bells the most. The dragon is a non-issue compared to this symbol that just appeared.
As soon as she's out of earshot, I'll turn to Ziku and Rosita. Say, I don't know if she can be trusted.
Oh,
That's
absolutely
fine.
not.
What?
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mainly brought her because I didn't know she would give the symbol back if she didn't come see herself.
No, I don't blame you for bringing her over.
Yeah,
There's just something.
I didn't realize that was gonna be weird.
There's something.
Did we get it back?
Off.
Did we get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave it back.
There's something wrong at that temple.
What do you, I would not be surprised. And the reason for that is very complicated.
All the people that I've met so far have all reacted to Nefertiri with surprise.
It's not, or curiosity or something. She said she looked at Nefertiri and went non-issue, and that's for a fabled creature existing.
Yeah, she didn't blink twice. And I don't know much. I don't remember much. But I just know that this is the symbol to a goddess.
Well, why don't you come with me back to the inn and we can actually have a conversation about what I know about forgotten gods.
Okay. Lead the way. I don't.
No, yeah, I take them to my room in the inn. I take them to the inn, take them to my room. I bang on Matrix's door. Dude, can you come here, please?
What does that chainmail sock on the doorknob mean?
Oh my god.
Matrix is currently studying a book and has not left this room for like a week.
Okay.
He doesn't need to eat, so it's fine. I just need him to get moving if we're going to do the thing we need to do.
Before the priest would have left, I wanted to ask if they had a holy symbol on them or some kind of, I don't know, like equivalent of like a spellcasting focus or whatever.
Yeah.
I rolled while the scene was happening. It was a 27 to try and steal it.
So, the one who you should really be telling the story is Anansi. I'm gonna just keep going while you're that's okay.
You managed to get it.
I don't tell anybody.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh my god, amazing.
It's a small medallion, a couple sheafs of wheat on it with a sickle.
Just in case we need to have some kind of like justification for going in there later.
Okay, so the one who should really be having this conversation with you is Anansi, but Anansi peaced out, so I'm gonna be the one to tell you this situation. So there's a store.
Nod my head. Like, okay.
I know you don't have the context for this. I will explain later. But the main thing you really need to know is that basically I have run into at least one forgotten god. The snake goddess I told you about, her temple was in the undead forest. And we went in there to get some special leaves for a witch, and she ended up being a goddess who had been dethroned, more or less.
Wait. We were told that anybody who goes in that forest doesn't come back out.
If you go by yourself, that's probably entirely true, but I went with a group, and thankfully we got out of there. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. I got possessed by the ghost of a child. That was interesting. not the point. The point is also Anansi, who is a friend of mine. We were doing a tournament, and he got hurt to the point of actually dying. When he got brought back, he apparently met with a goddess who was missing 2 eyes. If you and Rosita, I don't know if you know the story of the 2 sisters who introduced magic into the world.
You would, Rosita. It's a common story, and it is changed pretty often depending on what lesson a parent wants to teach their child.
So those are real goddesses, because she's one of the goddesses in question, the one who was active in teaching of the magic. She was missing her eyes, and we found them in that temple with the snake goddess. So she's real. All of that is real.
Oh my god.
So
just like eyes, just like hanging out.
Yeah, Nancy tried to appear in the case with them, and was surprised to find out that wouldn't have worked because it was booby trapped inside and out. But that's a whole other point. The point is, it's entirely possible that she's read as a demon now because time has passed. 2 goddesses who made this world got turned into a bedtime story to scare kids into behaving.
Mm-hmm.
It's entirely possible that your goddess got dethroned at some point, and she's the current harvest goddess, and whatever. I don't know the details. Maybe she was a demon who was a goddess also. I don't know. I don't have the details. All of this is new information, but it's not impossible that your goddess really is a goddess, or was at least at one point.
Yeah, I like what you said about like, well, to who, or is it a demon? Because I mean, depending on who's looking at things, people could have different ideas of what people are like without really knowing the full story.
Be careful having that conversation around Matrix. He's going to get into this whole thing about how he should become a god. Just FYI.
Oh, your friend with the sock on the door.
Keep in mind, he's you know, have you ever heard of those automaton people in Bajrapot, Rosita?
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them. So literally, his soul can move places. Apparently,
Rosita takes out her tinker's tools. Let's go, like Wolverine, like in between each.
Rosita kind of doesn't even bat an eye. It's kind of like, yep, very familiar.
No, yeah, it's a thing that happens. So yeah, I'm also giving you maybe more information than Matrix would like, but also the man likes to talk about how much he wants to defeat the gods. So I'm going to assume it's okay to say this. But yeah, so basically, your goddess is my point into saying all this is the pantheons are a lot more complicated than just who's a god and who's not, because that has a history that is unbeknownst to us all. By the sounds of it, the best place to get answers would be going north, which is where me and Matrix are going anyway. And Matrix would get out of his fucking room!
To the glaciers?
Yes, we gotta go up there.
Why?
Top secret government shit.
Oh, you work for the government? I'm out. Just kidding. Look at the time. Damn, I gotta go.
I got a reservation at the temple.
Ooh, I hear my dragon baby daddy calling me. I gotta go.
We need more people for this, because I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off, just me and Matrix. Long story short.
Okay, you're explaining.
Yeah. Do you want me to stop? Am I overloading your brain?
A little, but I think everything overloads my brain these days. So we have to go north for
me? Someone's trying to kill the princess, and we think it's the king.
What's that got to do with you?
I know the princess, and she trusted me and my group to decoy for a little while, basically with a magic item that her trail was our direction. We haven't really run into anybody who knows or has trying to get that information. We also talked to her brother, who we on accident without knowing where he is in this situation. We don't know if he's with the princess. We don't know if he's with the king. We don't even know the details of if the king is actually involved in this. We just know someone's trying to usurp the princess for introducing basic needs, like having a school feeding program and stuff, and like giving people decent lives. And she's just like, I need you to do this. And then we got new orders to go north because some of the items required for all of this plot to happen are up north. So we have to go up there to retrieve them so the bad guys don't get the magic items.
As you're explaining the story, Felicita reaches into the bag and pulls out like a really big gumdrop and is kind of just like chewing on that.
Where do you keep all that candy?
And is kind of like, oh, from here. Do you want one?
Sure. How old are you, by the way?
20.
412. Just kidding.
The equivalent of 20. Okay, so we're the same age. Cool. I have to ask.
I hand you a piece of candy.
I need it.
Like that sounds like a lot, and I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, I don't expect you to come. I just need you. I'm just saying it's easier for us to all travel together up there.
But speaking of, you were talking about magic items. Najana, do you know if anything that you have on you is magical? Maybe that might help stir some of your memories. Maybe your memories are like locked in a gumball like this.
I mean, yeah, I can check my items. I don't know if I would inherently know if any of my things are magical or not. I guess I'll just roll. As a player, no.
I would like to use my magic awareness ability, and basically use it from like the gumdrop that I just ate to kind of like trip on it a little bit, I guess, and get a sense of anything magical within 60 feet of me.
Okay, great, because I rolled a nat 1. I have great stats. I just roll like garbage.
I mean, I have decent stats. Again, I'm just rolling like 3s or 4s, so on the things that I...
Y'all are rolling your actual dice, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Can't blame the computer this time. Najana, you kind of pop your bag open and you're like, okay, you should start taking things out, looking at them real hard.
Get overwhelmed.
And immediately get overwhelmed. Yes. Rosita, you see Najana start taking things out. And you do pick up the aura off a couple of items.
It's essentially like detect magics. I can detect spells and magic items, and if it's a spell, I know the school of magic.
Okay.
Which also, if you're doing that if it's a more than one person thing, you clock the gloves.
Yeah, anything within 60 feet.
Okay, actually, yeah, now I just have to think about it, because what else?
You wouldn't tell me what they are, if not identify. I would like to follow up with identify if I do clock anything of Najana's that isn't magical.
Yeah, you would clock the gloves on the small goblin that you just met. And Najana, what do you have on you? Because I honestly forgot.
I have a belt that is magical, and I have a shield that is magical.
And I'll point at these two things. Anything special you can remember? Try really hard to think. Anything special about these two things?
I like look at this belt and look at the shield. I'm just like, I just stare until something comes.
They're dope. That's all you got. You like them. They're important. You can feel like in that knot in the pit of your stomach. They're important.
Pick one. Which one do you want to know more about?
Well, I mean, I guess the shield, it has a symbol of an eye on it. That's interesting.
I'll put my eye up against the shield.
As you turn your head to kind of do that, you look out the window, and that chunky seagull is kind of just staring in at you.
Oh my god. This is the BBEG.
And it's glowing
The
Oh.
fucking
from your
seagulls-
detect magic.
Oh my god. What kind of magic is it though? What school of magic?
If it's a spell only, not if it's an item.
Oh.
Rosita, why are you looking at the seagull?
Is that yours too, Nijana?
It's
I
transmutation.
don't think so. I've never.
Is it pinging for
guess-
you?
Transmutation.
It go ahead and make an insight check on this seagull.
Yeah, as a player, I think I know what's up, but I want to give Rosita a chance here. Oh, it was almost a nat 20. It's a 2, so 3.
3. That's a seagull and it's glowing. There's something up with the seagull. Like, you don't need an insight check to know there's something up with this chunky seagull.
Okay,
I'll just give a
knowing
head
that I
nod
have-
and kind of be like, "What's up?"
Oh my
would
God.
can I try to do anything to see if I can figure out like half of what's going on here?
Did the seagull
Do-
nod back?
Yes, the seagull nods back, and you see it nod back, and it flies off and starts screaming.
Oh no.
Can I follow it outside? Can I go outside and try to clock where it's going?
Rosita, would you have said anything, or were you just like making eyes at the seagull, and then there's just a subtle "oh no"?
I would have said, what I was going to say was, oh no, I think that seagull was a spy. Yes,
I
go,
book it.
go.
I book it. I'm booking it. I'm booking it. I am monk, so I'm booking as fast as fucking possible.
All right, you, in a blink of an eye, make it outside and see a seagull circling the city. 2 more seagulls, or actually 1 crow and 1 seagull, fly up, follow it, and people start pulling themselves out of the water
Oh,
onto these rooftops.
how far?
I would say-
how far away is the seagull?
The one that was
How
looking
far
at
up?
us.
How far? up?
Seagull is, I'd say maybe 100 feet.
And it's doing this.
I'm gonna
it's-
guiding bolt. I'm gonna guiding
It's 100
bolt this.
feet and circling.
I'm gonna guiding bolt it.
Do it.
Would me being in town for a couple days know of any like what that kind of signal would mean?
I would say, Rosita, you can make a, God, I wish there was a better check for this. You can make a history check, and Zeke, you
Reasonable
can
check?
too.
I assume a 26
Yes.
hits this fucking bird.
26 absolutely hits the bird.
I did out of first level, so it won't be that much damage. But but I rolled really well.
18 for my history.
And that's 20 radiant damage to this fucking bird.
Dope.
8 history.
8 history. Rosita, you don't have anything. What was yours,
18.
Zico? 18. You remember vaguely. It feels like forever ago. Was that with you? You know what? I don't remember if that was with you. You remember your father telling you a story of why you needed to be careful on the river. It's a big river. It is basically an inland sea. So there's all sorts of strange creatures that live in here. There's been reports of water elementals. There's been reports of like, they swear baby kraken live in this river. However, the thing that most sailors fear, and you see this as Nijana comes stepping out behind you, whips a hand up, and crackling radiant energy flies out of her hand at this just entirely too big seagull. Smacks into the side and hits a woman. As the bird turns into a woman midair. You hear a laugh.
I knew it was a spy.
As she basically balls up, flips, and cannonballs into the water between houses.
Now that I've seen this woman, does her description and appearance match anything I've been told?
Yes, the both of you in that moment remember stories of the River Queen, the pirate captain who doesn't necessarily terrorize the Ice Road River, but certainly exacts her toll. And it seems that she has decided to come and demand tribute of this town. And we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Oh fuck.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We're gonna take a couple minutes, go have a snack, go run to the restroom, do all that fun stuff. And then we'll be back as they fight a pirate incursion in a town that's half underwater.
Great.
Well, that's certainly an opener.
Just the three of us.
Oh, welcome back. A seagull just got knocked out of the sky, turned into a lady, and now there's pirates climbing on buildings. It was the perfect place to leave off. And now we're back at it. So I would say everybody roll initiative.
No guidance.
Yes.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, you do.
I don't know. I don't know why. I can't remember why I do get advantage, but I do.
Vigilant blessing.
Thank you.
17.
21.
19.
But right before Kava starts, I would probably just say, "You just shot down a pirate."
Sorry.
Okay.
What did everybody get again? Hold on.
I got 21.
Najah got 21. Rosita got 19. Ziku got 17.
Okay.
Can Nefertari just act on my turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Wait, is it Nefertiri or Nefertara? Or am I mishearing them?
I said I have it as Nefertari, and y'all have been saying Nefertiri, so I'm just gonna change it to Nefertiri because that just seems. I'm not gonna fight against it. It's not a big deal. It's a letter.
Yeah, that's what we were hearing last time.
What is your dex? Fair.
My dex is +2.
Okay. Give me a second to roll these people. Okay.
I'm like, oh, combat. I have no idea what my character can do because I made this character sheet a million years ago. What?
My rolls. I don't think my rolls came through on Roll20.
It does not look like it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
And that's okay. All right. So beginning. You see a little bit, one building, one bridge over to your left. You see a handful of people pulling themselves up out of the water, and you start hearing the bells go off, signaling something is wrong in town. Because as you look around, you notice there are people coming up out of the water, not just on the building near you, but back towards the docks and further into town near the marketplace. You see in the air, and after seeing one of them just turn into a person, 3 or 4 other birds circling and screaming.
Just screaming.
I'm like, this is funny.
I mean, they're making bird noises. It's not just the shrill shriek of children, but
I prefer my idea. Like in my head, I'm just picturing birds just screaming, like, "Fuck you! No, fuck you! No, fuck you!"
Yeah. What is it? What up, bitch? Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
magnificent. So that is them. Does something. Najani, you're up.
Okay, so ladies, she's in the water. Can't
She
see
is.
her.
She has not resurfaced. Correct.
Okay, and then how close are the how far away are the pirates closest to us?
They did not climb up on your building. They climbed up the building next to you, so you could run across the bridge. It's about 25 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action cast Spirit Guardians at the 4th level.
Okay.
And then I'll go over to the little cluster of pirates, and they all have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, there are 3 of them. Where the heck? Oh, that's not gonna go well. Okay. Dope. Nah.
No?
Highest is a 14.
Yeah, no, that absolutely doesn't save. Okay, so that's going to be math. That's going to be math. I missed a D8.
Critical math. Critical math.
Critical math. Oh my god. Okay. That's 21 damage.
Okay. To each. Nice.
Yeah. And then as my action, because that's just a bonus action, I will cast Toll the Dead. And again, they have to do a wisdom saving throw.
I think you can only target one of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, just whichever one is in front of me.
Okay. Sounds good. Excuse me. Nope. That's a 12.
Okay, and that's actually, since they already took damage, that's 2d12. I didn't take my d12s out because I forgot. Oh, that's 15 additional damage.
Dope. Yeah. One of them is like already bleeding out his nose. The others don't look great. They all grit their teeth and turn towards you. So that's
Okay,
them.
That's the end of my turn.
Rosita, you're up.
Remind me how far away they are?
About 25 feet to get across the bridge. You would be within like 10 feet of them at that point. Like you definitely be within range.
Cool. I will move 25 feet with my speed, so I'll move. Following Najana, I'd be like, no, Najana, no, you need to rest. And just frustrated, and I'll, I guess, bite down hard on the candy that's in my mouth, and you'll just hear Rosita scream, "Sugar Rush!" And we'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay. Hold on. What does this mean?
I know you've got a bunch of tables. Take your time.
Yup. Okay. Here we go. So I scream Sugar Rush, and a bolt of light just shoots out from my, I'm just gonna say from my mouth instead of my chest, where I'm chewing on this candy. And whichever one that just got told the deaded. Wait, did it get killed?
No, it's still alive.
Great.
Just bleeding out its nose a little bit.
Con save.
That's probably not any better.
You bite down and your braces just glint in the sunlight.
That's a nat 1.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
Takes a whopping 1 radiant damage.
Woo!
And it's blinded until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And now that it is blinded, still in this chaotic sugar rush, I'm going to use Chaos Bolt.
All right.
Advantage because it is blinded. 30-20 to hit.
I believe that hits, yes.
Great. Three and a five.
That's fire and lightning.
Let's do some lightning. So that's a total of 13 lightning damage.
Nice.
I guess that's it.
All right.
I'll just, at that point, I will take my lollipop, and I'll hold that in my hands as I'm charging forward.
Okay, so
my braces are glinting in the sun. Apparently now it's canon. My character has braces.
Perfect. Magnificent. I don't know how you're going to get those off without going home, but we'll talk about that later. So
I just
if they break hard enough.
Najana runs forward, pops Spirit Guardians. Do you have a preference on what they look like?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I think I used to have them as jackals. It was just a bunch of jackals.
Okay. So they currently look like a whole bunch of jackals running around circling, and they start snapping at the legs and arms and hands and chest of these absolutely soaking wet, dripping, you have to assume pirates, brigands of some sort. Following up on that is Rosita, who pops. Did you pop a handful of candy into your mouth or just bite down on the one that you already had in there?
I bit down on the one that I already had in there.
Yeah, so bites down on the candy that's in there, hulks out just a tiny bit, and a radiant mass flies out of their mouth, smacks this guy square in the face, and it looks like chewed up bubble gum, like when you blow the bubble too big and it just all over your face. It looks like it just flew out of your mouth and just covered this guy's face. So he is blinded, like trying to get this gooey, sticky stuff off of his eyes. And then you just and shoot lightning at him. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's blind and covered in gum. Ziku, you're up.
Okay, how fast can I? Okay, how fast can I? Okay.
You are a
5
monk.
feet away.
You can get there.
Okay. I don't remember if I have to activate something for that. Also, obviously the
No.
gloves, I imagine she just kind of did a quick little like,
Yep.
and it glows because I'm activating the extra D6 thing.
Yep. Extra D6
when I do an
already.
unarmed strike. Yes. So I book it, and I honestly just start swinging at the first one that's in front of me.
Okay. He is blinded, so I believe you have advantage.
Yay! Okay. Neither are great. Do I get 2 attacks? No, monks only get the 1 attack, but I'll probably spend a key point.
Monks get 2 attacks, honey.
definitely have
Monks
2
get 2
different
attacks.
ones.
Okay, so the first one misses. I'm getting rid of you because
That's
you did
very
the 1.
low, so you could maybe get 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, better. 15.
Just misses.
Then yeah, I'm gonna do a key point because no, I can't. Clary buzz. Where is it? That's another. That's better. That's a 17.
That'll hit.
No wait. No, wait, the lowest one was a 10. The other one was 17 plus 7. So which, regardless. So that's 1d6 plus 3 plus the other one. That's 7 points of damage, and I believe if I really wanted to, I could spend another key point and add another d6 for necrotic to it.
Is that 7 with the additional 1d6 for the radiant?
Yes, I rolled a
Okay.
6 and a 1.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide. I don't want him for necrotic damage also. No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
I can wait a second.
As you guys, Najana, Rosita, you see little Zico right past you. Pretty much run past, nail this guy 3 times in the knee. You're not sure how well it connects as fast as she is moving. And then kind of stands off to the side. At that point, the birds start, the 4 of them that have kind of been circling start heading towards different corners of the town. And what's everybody's passive perception?
15.
Madonna's is 1,000,000.
I've got to have to write this down so I remember. Sorry,
15.
I think
For me, and
15.
Ziku.
15, Najana. 23.
Yeah.
I think you might be muted somehow, but 23.
I am muted. I forgot I muted my mic. I am 23, yeah.
I can read lips. It's amazing. I can't. I just got lucky. everybody would notice this as a massive octopus is shifting from kind of like blue-gray to blend in with the water and the houses. Just two giant tentacles reach up and start wrapping around the person who is blinded. And drag him back into the water.
Oh, well.
Like,
Bye,
like
dude.
gotta kill him?
You don't know.
We don't know. There's a
It didn't like yoink. It was carefully wrapped and then beep, back into the water.
Okay. We're going to assume water burns the potions or something.
So that, and then the last two, back at the top of the order, the last two pirates are going to go ahead and actually try and hit something because last time they had to spend their turn get out
they're
the
also
water.
going to do a wisdom saving throw.
Well, let's start there then. So we got 18 and a 10.
Okay, the 18 passes, the 10 fails. I believe the 18 still takes half damage though.
Yep.
That's 16 total, so 8 to the one who saved.
8 and 16. Okay, lovely. They are being currently gnawed on by spiritual jackals. It's unpleasant. They're not happy. They're going to swing at the person that seems to be controlling the spiritual jackals. One of them pulls a great sword off their back. The other one pulls a giant axe, and they both make 2 attacks. Doot, 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 doot. Now, why did I roll that? It's fine. So since I rolled 3, I'll go with the 18 and 11. So 24 and 17 to hit Njana.
17 misses.
Okay. And that was... So, I've lost my place. So 11 points of damage as... Like he's doing yo-yo tricks. He just swings once, flips it over his shoulder, swings a second time, and that one actually connects.
Okay.
I
have a question for you. Do you require concentration checks?
Yes.
Okay.
Is spiritual weapons concentrate? Not spiritual weapon. The other one. Spirit Guardians concentration?
Guardians is concentration.
Ew.
That's a 19. So
yeah,
I get advantage on those.
You're
so
fine.
I'm good.
So that's going to be 11 points of damage. The second one is going to... Yes, absolutely. The second one is going to go ahead and take 2 swings at you, Rosita. So I'm guessing only the one of them hits because the other is an 11. So 11 and 23.
What's the total for the first one?
The first one is
23.
23.
Yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna roll that. What the heck? 8 minus, and then 12 points of damage as they use the great sword. Just
okay.
Pretty much knock you in the side. It's just bludgeoning, and you can do with bludgeoning what you will.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is them. Something happens. Najana, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to attack this one guy with my sword.
Do it.
No, I'm not. That absolutely won't hit. And then for Nefertiri, could I send her to follow one of the birds?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because she could fly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to send her after, I don't know, the crow.
Okay. I can get it, don't worry.
Okay.
And she is up and off.
Okay, she has a flying speed of 60 feet. I don't know how far away the bird is.
It was pretty far. However, it is not nearly as fast as a dragon.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I'll have her go after that, and then once she reaches it, attack it.
Okay. She's not going to get it this round, but she will the next one.
Next round. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Rosita, you just got hit.
Remind me the positioning of my enemies in relation to me.
So the blinded one covered in goo has been taken by an octopus.
Okay.
There is one facing off with you. Najana and hers are 7 feet away.
All I need to know, there's somebody all up in my face.
There's somebody in your face.
Not for long.
Take his head off.
I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. As I'm grabbing my lollipop, I separate the lollipop like candy part from its stick, and the handle of this lollipop, I guess, it extends in this vibrant light. I'm not a Star Wars person. It basically looks like a lightsaber. And I'm going to cast Booming Blade. So I am popping another gumball, chewing it, and I am blowing a really big bubble that I want to pop as soon as I try and swing at this person.
Okay.
And I would like to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on this attack roll. Oh, 28.
I mean, that'll absolutely hit.
Love it. Love that for me. Oh, wait. Is that one? Okay, hold on. Cool. That's 6 plus... That's 14. I need a con save from it as well.
Let's see if I can roll. Hey, I got an 18 plus 3.
I guess. So the my braces try and blind this this creature. Blade. That's my attack. That will be it for me.
All right. You hear the magic, the shing, like coming off a knife, but it's coming off your braces this time as you try and blind this guy. It's magnificent. Doesn't work, but it looks cool.
I hate you, Fair, and I love you.
Ziku, you're up.
Yeah, I don't have to accept what I fucking say. That's on you. Love you.
If you don't want the braces, we don't keep the braces.
It's. I mean, out of character, it's just a result of their wild magic surge. So, or their like whatever. So
it'll
like
go away.
It's gonna go away. Yeah.
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 I know what it is. I just thought it was just really funny.
I did not know that.
It comes out of my mouth. It comes out of her mouth. I was like, because she has these bright braces, just like gleaming.
I love that though. Like yes, and right, like building on that, and I can kind
okay.
of.
So who is the guy still in front of him? So the bloodied guy's gone.
The one in the worst shape, yes, has been taken by an octopus for whatever that means.
Okay, is there anyone? I'm assuming there's still enemies around me.
Two more people near you.
Then I'm gonna go pop.
Do it.
Math, of course, is hard when I play the game. So calculator time. Unnatural 20.
That'll hit.
So we're gonna do the 2d6s. Damage. 4 damage total on that. Hit him again. And actually, can I Stunning Strike him?
Do it. What is that, a con save?
I believe so. DC 13.
That's a 7. He's stunned.
He is stunned, so my next attack is with advantage.
Nicely done.
I got 2 18s, which is fantastic. So that's a 20 something.
Yep, that'll hit.
And is that every attack I do that does the extra radiant?
I believe so.
Yeah, every unarmed strike, and I've been using my hands this entire time.
Yep.
So that's a 5 points of damage. Do I want to go necro? Do I want? No, I need to keep.
I'm just gonna let Ziku handle this. I'm just Ziku and Rosita go off. I'm gonna just be here.
When I roll well, I roll well. Did that. Do I want to? Do I want to do Fury of the Small? I kind of do. Which adds an extra 9 damage to a creature with a size larger than yours, and I'm assuming this is a medium creature.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. Cause that's just a once for short rest thing. I don't just spend key points to do it. So yeah, that's my go.
All right.
I have a clarification. I forgot to add my sneak attack since I rolled with advantage. That's
Oh, do
11 more.
Nice.
That's
Wonderful.
my go.
Okay. Nice. This is what I'm looking for. I see. +5. Okay. So, who do you think would be closest to the edge of the building out of the three of you?
Like the opposite end or closest to where
Just
we were?
an edge of the building.
Me?
Okay. You feel something very wet and slimy hit the back of your calf as an octopus tentacle kind of tries to wrap and grab for your ankle. Man, yank it away and it just back into the water. Najana, with a 23 passive perception, you are... It was about a 10 minute walk from the top of what you now know as the governor's house, which during flood season is turned into a community square, basically, little park. But you have moved uphill, so you can see down to the governor's house and the docks. There is a large concentration of people over there, looking like they are searching for the way in.
How far away is it?
If you ran like the whole way and did not have to stop to fight people and so on, you could probably make it in a couple rounds. But as a casual like stroll, it took you a solid 5 minutes.
I can fly.
Not your go yet. I'm just saying that you do notice that at the bottom of the round. Top of the round. What languages does everybody speak?
Common and Gnomish.
Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
And Thieves' Cant.
Aquan, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish.
Aquan. Interesting. These two definitely human-looking people. You hear them say, "Do you think they got it yet? All right, come on. I'm getting my ass kicked. Back in the water." And they both... you can both
attack.
Yep. Take your tax of opportunity.
Let's see. Oh, can all of us can?
Yeah. Everybody is doing more or less melee attacks, so you'd all be close enough to take a swing as they ran off. Oh, stunned. Guy is stunned. He can't run off. So only one of them does.
Okay. I actually have Warcaster, so I can use a spell as an opportunity attack. So I'm gonna guiding bolt him.
Nice.
Just to shoot. Just gotta shoot him in the back. It's fine.
And Rosita, it is yours is not stunned. So it's not technically moving out of range with you, Najana, because it is only the one over by Rosita that is running off.
Oh, Rosita
I
gets
get
the
to
Okay, so then I don't get an opportunity attack.
You do not.
But
Okay.
I do.
You do.
You do.
Not an advantage, right, though, right?
No.
I guess I don't get my whatever. Okay.
Hold on, let me double check that, because you might actually. Because that was tied to chaos, right?
That was only for the one attack that I made, unless you
one attack roll. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like one turn, one round, or just one attack. Wanted to make sure.
The one that was blinded would have still been blinded until the start of my next turn, but they got yeeted or yanked.
Yes. Yoinked, the opposite of eat.
Ooh, that's not correct. It is 15.
15 does not hit, sadly. It's close. But he kind of bends, dodges out the way, and half stumbles just into the water.
I'm just all up in their shoving my grill all up in their grill.
All right.
Voices glinting in their face. I have food and gum and like a whole bunch of croissants, like all that shit all up in between all my braces.
It's a sight.
Relatable content, y'all.
Parts of being a teenager I don't want to remember.
Your orthodontist hates you.
What?
I said your orthodontist hates you.
Sorry, give me half a second to read something.
No.
Okay, that's cool.
Because if we let you read, then you're gonna do some bullshit. So I'm just gonna.
I mean, that's valid. I would do some bullshit.
And bullshit, I shall.
I shall. You guys watch this gentleman trip run into the maelstrom that is this surging river, half underwater town, and you look over and there is a figure, probably 10 to 12 feet tall, made of water, walking in between the buildings. Not Godzilla-ing between the buildings, to be fair. Just
like,
walking.
The civilians aren't being bothered too much at this moment.
It's still a 12-foot tall water monster.
Okay,
nobody's happy about it. It's not trying to, destroy people.
Whether it does or does not is a different question entirely, but it's not attempting to.
It's not avoiding destroying anything. It's just not going out of its way to do so.
Okay.
Najana, you're up.
Okay. Is there any dim lighting around? I know I just enough sunlight off Rosita's braces, but
so it is sadly midday and you're on a roof. So there's not really, you can try and there's,
my lollipop stick is also making it extra bright around me.
A trap door if you wanted to pop that open and sneak in there, but
I'm trying to fly. That doesn't help me.
Cloak of the Bat?
Because I have to. No, I have Steps of Night, which lets me fly. Have a flying speed equal to my walking speed when I'm in dim light or darkness.
Yeah, sadly it is midday and
God damn it. Okay.
Can't even go through the alleys.
I don't know if you want to, but or if you already knew this, if you pop your channel divinity, that applies. But that would require your action.
Yeah, I think I'll just use my. Yeah, I will use my channel divinity. I'm trying to get to the governor's house, so I'm going to use my channel divinity to be able to use that ability.
Okay.
which is fine because I have. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna do a. I'll just take my movement towards it that direction.
All right. You pop your channel divinity, and you run, leap into the air, and start flying in that direction. From your vantage point, they have found the trapdoor. There are obviously people in the house.
Approximately how far away is it? I'm trying to get a sense of from flying.
Maybe 200, 300 feet.
Okay.
There's
not much I could do.
What's that?
Has Nefertari caught up to the bird yet?
Yes.
Okay,
She
great.
catches up this round.
Okay, great.
Bite
She's
it.
gonna attack it.
Yep. Bite it or fire.
Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's use the breath weapon. So it'll have to make a dex saving throw. Oh, actually, that's interesting. She has a weakening breath. Give me a strength saving throw.
Ooh. That'll be interesting. Especially as a freaking bird. It's a 2.
Yeah, okay. So, is it just the one bird, or is it like... Because all the birds flew in different directions, right?
They all flew in different directions, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So now this, for 1 minute, it has a disadvantage on strength checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Okay. All right. But it doesn't do any damage.
It does not do damage, but I just want to, you know... I figured if it turns into a person, they're going to be fucked.
Not going to be happy. That is absolutely true. The bird, not that you can see, but cinematically, is definitely like slowing down, and it looks like it is struggling to keep itself aloft at this point. Like, that definitely hurt.
With a dragon riding this little bird on its bird heels.
Yep.
Gonna crunch
and we're
those
assuming
glass bones. Those hollow ass bones, bitch.
It looks like
What'd you
it's
say?
not turning into a person. But it looks like the crow's not turning into a person, at least not yet.
It hasn't taken any damage.
Oh, it hasn't? I thought it did.
No,
the weakening breath just
it just weakens it.
makes it feel like ass. It's got the flu now.
Yeah.
All right,
God,
Ziku, you're
I hate
up.
the flu. Pop. Is there anything left
All
to
right.
pop? Actually,
There is
the sun
one.
still there?
Yes.
I think I go before Ziku.
Did I skip you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. I'm so sorry, Rosita. You're up.
Am I still in? Is anything happening with this tentacle that's caressing?
No,
my thigh?
it tried to grab you. That's about it.
Okay, I'll kick it and keep beating ass.
All right. You are going to have to get outside of the tentacle's range of attack if you want to go up on this guy, unless you've got something you can do from range.
Oh, wait. Oh, because he got away from me.
No,
Is
the
there a
one-
stunned one?
The one that got away from you was the one that was facing you. The other one was facing off against Ziku and Najana. It was like 8, 9, 10 feet away. Like, you guys had a little bit of distance between you.
Okay.
So you would have to run up on that one if you wanted to.
So there were There were 3.
There were
one
3.
Got yanked by the octopus. Another one got away from me.
Yes.
And the third one is the one that
The third one is stunned.
Again. Oh.
Yeah. The third one is stunned. Ziku stunned it. Because otherwise he would have ran away last time.
And there was also a bird.
No.
The bird is far off. It is being chased by Nefertiri.
Nefertiri is chasing a bird in the air simultaneously as we're fighting these dudes on the ground.
Gotcha. Very, very far from where we are.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Okay. I will bonus action disengage from this tentacle.
Okay. They're just swinging.
You know what? No, I'm not going to bonus action. I'm just going to take it and risk any opportunity attack.
Okay.
But before I do so, I would like to get a con save from the stunned creature.
15.
I just realized he should have taken a con save before too because of my spirit guardians.
14.
Yeah, no. $17.
Okay.
What was mine?
Yours was the 15.
It is blinded. And
Okay.
takes 4 radiant damage. Oh, wait a second. The one that was squared off against me moved away from me?
Yes.
You
Then
did
it-
an opportunity attack and then it failed.
Yeah, well, it would have taken 5 thunder damage because of the booming blade.
Okay. As it moves
then
away, you see a small place underwater.
It farts.
Yep.
I am.
At least we're not in a sewer. No, I'm sorry, come back.
I'm gonna do the same. Booming blade with advantage. Let's go. $25. All right, here we go.
That'll absolutely hit.
4 thunder. So total of 22 plus sneak attack, sweet attack. Total of 23 damage, I think. Yes.
Ow. This guy is looking real bad. Real bad.
On top of the whatever damage it took from the
Spiritual guardians.
well, I think I rolled for the my braces damage too. Orthodontic damage. Yep.
He is blinded, he is stunned, and he is bleeding out his ears.
But in order
It's
to
a
do
bad
that, I
day.
would have needed to move away from the
It's a bad
tentacle.
day.
So did it attack me?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yes, it did. Oh, snap. I might actually hit you. 21.
It does. Does it keep me in place?
It can try. So you have to make a contested grapple check, so you can use athletics or acrobatics for DC 16.
Oh, do I want to use acrobatics or do I want to use athletics? I get advantage on athletics. It's a much smaller bonus. I'm just going to go with that acrobatics. $18?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
It does hit you. You do take a little bit of damage as the suckers appear to be spiked. You take 10 points of damage as it just kind of rakes the sucker to tentacle across your ankle. But you make it away.
Okay.
And do a buttload of damage. Now, Ziku, it is your turn.
Pop, I guess.
Do it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. 13 plus 7 is 21.
That'll hit.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Yes.
Okay, hit him again. That's another 21.
Still hits.
All of these are, they should be at advantage because it's blinded.
Yeah, that's the highest I got.
Okay.
So that's a 9 damage, and I will actually throw in with the key point the 1d6 necrotic that I can do with Hand of Harm. That's 1d6 plus 1. That's 6, so that's another 7 damage. So that's 14 damage total on that second set of hits.
Okay, you're all set?
Yay.
He basically has fallen down to one knee, is breathing heavy, blood is oozing out his eyes. He's still functioning, but he does not look well.
Yeah, I didn't reduce stunning strike. So honestly, can I... It seems like the important shit's happening toward the governor's house, right? Or what is going on around me? Like, do I know that Najana's trying to get all the way down there? Like, do I know that's the direction we're heading in?
Najana just popped a shadow of dusk and the early night stars around herself and leapt into the sky.
So that's all I got. Okay.
That's all you know.
Then okay.
Though I will say that doesn't help with that's a demon symbol, because she just started like all shadowy and then leapt into the sky. It's like, what?
Just did a perfect swan dive off the roof.
Okay, I could do Fury of Blows because he's the last one here. So if we do that, then we're technically out of combat if he goes down fast enough to get wherever we need to go. So I might just sacrifice the other key point and do this Flurry of Blows. You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? I got 5 left. Pop, pop. That one's a miss. That one's a hit with 15 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Whatever that is. That's another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he dead?
He is not dead.
Christ! Why would like I feel
What's up with these beefy ass pirates? Why don't they have fucking scurvy or something? Give them disadvantage. Make them roll a con saving check so they don't like shit themselves from lack of vitamin C. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna bother with the stunning strike. If he hit, I don't think he can hit me even if he wanted to.
Okay. How long, that lasts until they can save against it at their turn?
Is that the end of my turn or when they save?
Stunning strike ends on your turn.
So like once I end my turn, stunning strike is done.
Right.
Yeah. So it would have ended on this turn that you just took.
Yes.
Yep. In response to the curiosity on why are these pirates so fucking beefy, you see, I would actually say, Ziku, you are closest to this guy and the edge.
I'm hitting him, aren't I?
Yeah. If you were to look down into the water, go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
Uh, 14 total.
14. I would say you notice this because you are genuinely like, why won't you fall? Like, you've been hit by three different people. Like, you should not still be standing.
Like, you should be going to sleep right now.
You look and you do see another octopus in the water. However, about 10 feet away, kind of holding on to a window just under the water, you see another humanoid figure. Seemingly not having to come up to breathe. Just eyes on and watching. You see, and you would recognize the motions of something like a Cure Wounds.
Underwater clerics, absolutely. Okay.
Illegal! Taking you to court. We're going to dungeon court right now. Illegal. Counterspell. I don't even have that. Counterspell.
Whatever.
Zico just screams, healer in the water!
At least one.
At least
because
one healer in the water.
You do see fights all over town. But the biggest knot of people is over at the governor's mansion. And that is, I know some of y'all noticed when I said something happens, there may be druids in the water who are running around doing druid shit.
Oh my god. Illegal.
We don't have time for all this.
You see, Ziku, you clock that. Dude, like, stands back up, looks at Rosita foaming at the mouth with like tiny pieces of croissant just flying, shakes his head and just doesn't even walk, just falls into the water into this octopus.
Will I get an opportunity attack?
Yep, you both get opportunity attacks.
7, what was it that hit? 17 hits?
17 hits.
It's still blinded, so it's at advantage.
Yeah. That's 10 damage total. And just for the fun of it, do I suddenly strike him when he's landing in the water? Nah, he's gone.
Stunning strike him so he drowns.
Nah, I don't think Ziku's that cruel.
It takes 7 thunder damage as my gumball pops as it's moving away on its own. And then takes... I roll a 24 to hit. That would be... 7 more... but it's at advantage because it was blinded. So it's 7 plus... 12, 19.
Ooh, 19 points?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay.
On top of the 7.
Nicely done. Ziku, what'd you have?
Gonna roll, gal.
I got 7 damage total, and I'm not stunning striking him. I'm not. It's not worth the key point.
Yeah. You see this burst of just color, and sound as thunder wave goes off. And he doesn't walk. He stumbles, falls, eyes closed, blood out his nose into creepily the waiting arms of this octopus.
We don't have time to unpack all that. We don't. I suppose we're booking into the governor's house now.
I have a question that I meant to say at the start of combat, as I'm thinking over the break. Rosita's attention would have also been split to in the direction of Sarah's house or Sarah's area, just keeping like some attention in that direction if there were any threats headed that way.
Yeah. And yeah, you would notice, all of you would notice by this point, like there is a commotion going on. I'd say we're out of combat. Najana, you would get there first. The trapdoor has been flung open. There are 2 dead, as far as you can tell, pirates up here. Excuse me. But you hear something going on inside.
I just go in immediately.
Okay. Drop down. The house looks like it has been torn apart from the small section you can see, which is a little odd because it is an entryway. You know you're on the 3rd floor, so having an entryway, but you're like, no, it would make sense. Tables are turned over, chairs are turned over, pictures are ripped off the wall. It looks like there's a hole punched in one of the walls. It's chaotic even in this area.
I want to move towards where I hear the noise.
Okay. You start making your way down the hallway, looking left and right. Nothing on the first two doors. You get to the second set of doors, and on the right hand side, doors open, and there is a man, somebody relatively androgynous, kind of going through papers on a desk, grabbing this, throwing that, ransacking the place.
I still have my spirit guardians up.
You do.
So I'm gonna step into the room, and they're gonna have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saves. Do. First one is, so that's a 13. That's not gonna do it. Oh, that's a little better. I can't find my damn stats now. Here we go. 20? 20.
That passes, so they'll take half. That's 23 total damage.
Ow. $12. Yeah.
Sure, whatever you say.
Something like that. Math. 12?
Yeah. And I'll say, is there something I can help you find?
Look, we're not here to hurt anybody. We're just here for gold. A couple other things that have nothing to do with me. And they keep going through the paperwork.
Not here to hurt anybody. But you would destroy homes in order to find gold.
None of the homes should be destroyed. Homes should be fine. Stuff inside might not be.
Was that... Oh, he wasn't going out of its way to destroy, but... What is your purpose besides getting gold and other items? Is it like...
Boss wants something. Don't know much about it.
There's two of them in here?
There's two of them in here. One of them already looks kind of hurt from the spiritual guardians. The other one doesn't look too bad.
Okay. I mean, they're still up. Just a bunch of jackals just swarming at my feet.
Yeah.
So, oh, we never saw Nefertiri. I want her to grapple that bird.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll. It's a bird.
It's just like a regular bird. It's not a person.
It stays in bird form unless you start doing damage to it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want her to just grapple the bird and then like hold on to it.
Okay. Bird stays in bird form, being just held. It's still screeching and squawking, but it stays in bird form.
She puts like a claw over its mouth so it can't squawk. Hush. Just like closing her claw over its beak so it can't make any noise. Okay. I'm like trying to decide if I just want to attack these two people.
Up to you.
Where are the people who live here?
Fuck if I know. Not looking for them. Look, the lady who lives here is head of the guard. She's probably out doing guard shit, and the governor's not a fighter. He's probably locked in a closet someplace.
And the little girl?
Closet with a dad?
I think it's time you leave.
Yeah, in a minute. And they're like going through drawers and shit.
Now.
One of like they kind of just, they're like, okay, whatever. And like one of them starts like boom 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 boom, like testing the walls.
I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay, that's the wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Doot.
I mean, I saw you shake your head, so I'm assuming one didn't pass.
Oh, neither one of them did. That's a 4 and a 2.
And they're already hurt, right?
Yep.
That's gonna be a... Ooh, this is math. 20
I understand.
damage. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me in these hard times of doing math on stream.
In these difficult times. No, I get it.
Difficult times. That's 20 necrotic damage.
All right. You see the guy kind of like look over his shoulder at the other one. Like, can you please? And the other one kind of looks at you like, you could have just left.
So could you.
And you see it shift form into a massive hyena.
Okay. Najana isn't scared of this.
Right. And that's fine.
I have a dragon as a child. You think your little hyena scares me?
Understandable. They don't know that. But yeah, one of them shifts into a gigantic hyena and is gonna go ahead and make a lunge at you.
Okay.
Maybe I can roll something today. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, a 22.
That hits.
Woo! I did something, you guys.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
It's still shit.
Just
9 points of damage.
You're not getting hit. Of course you're not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to let. Do I want to let Spirit Guardians drop?
They're useful.
They are useful, but
it's up to you.
Moonbeam
if you need the concentration.
Moonbeam is even more useful when I need the concentration. So I'm going to drop Spirit Guardians, and I'll cast Moonbeam on this hyena.
Okay.
At a 4th level.
Oof. It's gonna hurt.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it gets disadvantage on its con saving throw because it's a shape shifter or shape changer.
That's water elemental con save. We don't need that right now. Oh, disadvantage. Well, that was a 7, so let's see if we can do worse. Right. Nope. So 9. 19
damage.
Okay. Cool. Tight. Pausing.
What is that you're looking for?
Just gold. Interesting papers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this person. They're not being useful. They're not giving me any useful information, so they might as well just die. I send a message.
Rosita, Ziku, you guys are making your way towards
Governor's
the governor's house?
Yeah, we're making our way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would seen Najana kind of head off and fly off in that direction and be like, what? She can fly?
I think we need to realize that we are not going to know everything about her because not even she knows everything about her.
No, but she's flying in the direction of my friend's house.
Well, we're going to go check out your friend on the way. Come on.
And you guys do make it over there. It appears that giant water creature is also making its way over here.
Okay.
Bye.
It's a water creature, so I'm going to... as I'm running, I'm going to lob some pop rocks in its direction. So let's see what happens here.
Okay, I'm confused about what your subclasses, what your class and subclass are right now, but I'm having a fun time.
Pick one, because I'm pretty sure there's 3 of them.
Yes.
That's the thing I'm confused about. Did you triple class?
That's not great. 15.
Lord almighty.
That's the octopus. That's not it. Hold on. It's in here. That hits.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a whopping 5 slashing damage as I just toss some pop rocks and they just like explode within it. But what happens with the 1? Oh, I get to add my sweet attack. Sweet. So another 10 And at the start of that creature's next turn, it takes an additional 5 damage.
A lot of wild magic.
Okay. At the top of the turn, it takes an additional 5. Got it. Sorry, there's suddenly chaos in my house.
Feel that.
You are in a rage. Do you have the same restriction where you have to attack or take damage every round?
Yeah,
or
as
you
long
drop
as
your rage?
as long as I make an attack roll or take damage,
Okay.
I maintain my rage. Or
Okay.
my
And it's for up to a minute.
correct.
Okay. Cool. You are about halfway through, just so you know.
Cool.
Just because running across and everything is eating up time.
That's fine. If you, I mean, I can always try and
Pop
I
it
can pop it
again.
again. Yeah.
Just keeping it in the front of my mind because I've never played a barbarian before.
I appreciate the resource economy management.
All right. You guys make it to the roof. There are there's actually one body down at this point. The other one, well, you don't know about the other one, but there's only one person down.
I'm like, oh no! 21 sleight of hand to steal anything good from it.
Are you gonna take the time to like look over the body and check it out, or are you just running by and grabbing a chain?
I'm not investigating thoroughly. I'm just being like, shiny, yank.
You get a chain.
Cool.
Nicely done.
Sarah, I'll try and find the whatever trapdoor I saw Sarah go through earlier and tell Ziku through here.
Okay, so you clock the open trapdoor.
Okay.
However, that's not where Sarah went in.
Oh.
You duck back behind another bush and check for a second, and there is a door there that is locked.
Do I have the time to make a thieves' tools check?
Sure.
And I would assume at this point my sugar rush has dropped.
Yes.
28.
28 will absolutely unlock this. Takes you but a moment. It's unlocked.
Yep. I like finagle like the candy wrappers from something that I pulled out of my fanny pack, and just twisted it just enough, and used the stick from another little lollipop, and popped it open, using some of the gum as well as like adhesive, almost like a plunger style to kind of pull it up. Zico, in here. And I'll just, before inviting anyone down, I'll kind of peer in. Does it look like it's a room underneath, or is it like stairs that lead to another passage?
There are stairs. There's like a small landing, and the stairs go down to the side. You can't really see in, but it does look like there is an more open space just on the other side of the stairs.
Okay. So I'll call out to Zico and start making my way down that way.
What? Who's down there?
My friend, the governor's child.
Okay. I'm very confused on what we're supposed to do right now, but okay. I just follow Rosita because that's the only path I know. Because the Najana took off like way ahead of us, so we don't know.
If you want to go check on Najana, I'll be over here.
I hate decisions.
And I scurry.
Ow.
Okay, you run in. Ziku, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Finally, a good one. 19.
As you kind of look around town, it already looks like things are starting to calm down.
Like they're getting ready to go.
Yeah. Nothing's on fire. So you're like, okay, good.
This is basically what I would assume is the River Queen's getting what she wants and then leaving, and that's it.
It looks like there are a couple of houses. The roofs definitely look a little messed up.
But other than that,
as you look down towards the docks, some of the warehouses have definitely been torn open. But as far as you can tell, the bandits that were seeming to pop up just out of the water have
gotten what they want.
Probably made their exit in a similar fashion.
Okay, I'll follow Rosita. It looks like they're starting to pull back whatever they wanted. It looks like they got.
Was that to me?
Yeah, I'm following Rosita down. It looks like they're starting to pull back. Oh. Nothing's on fire. I mean, some stuff's been messed up, but I don't think it's anything that they can't fix.
Okay, great. Sarah?
You don't get a response.
Are you sure this is where she is? Maybe she's hiding somewhere else.
Out of character, she said she was a governor's daughter, right?
She did.
Okay. I will continue shouting her name and like looking through if there are like slats in the wall, like closet doors or something or whatever. I'll be looking to see if there's any sign of her.
Yeah, you run in, run down. This looks like a sitting room. Comfy chairs, cozy, more library, not a formal sitting room to receive guests, but you come here on a cozy night to read a book and hang out. You start kind of running around. Sarah? You don't hear anything
at all?
You go into one room and there is a door, and you definitely hear a scuffle going on.
Siku, see.
I'm coming. Can we get the door open? Or is it locked?
Seems locked.
Yeah, wait, unlock it.
Do you want to try it, or are you asking me to do it?
You do it. You do it. This one, I'm telling you, do it. I don't have these tools.
It's a 13, which I would have guided myself to be 17, although in full disclosure, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, okay. Your thieves' tools, the solid part, not the squiggly one, but the solid one, snaps. But that's okay, because a moment later, there is a massive thump as some huge furred body
A big hyena just
hits the door and begins to transform back into a humanoid.
Okay. I mean, props to Rosita for rolling a fucking 17 out of a natural 1. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's very nice. That's very nice.
This is amazing. Literally, had you rolled 2, there would have been no critical fail.
Right.
Yeah.
But also,
Okay.
also not a puppy.
Also not a puppy. Covered in blood. Najana, I would say that you pretty quickly have made quick work of the two who were being absolutely useless in the other room. They're
fucking strong. Just kidding.
The one guy, the quote unquote pirate, is still standing, but it would not take much to finish him off. And the druid who shapeshifted is no longer moving.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, but I will say if you hurt that little girl, or any child in this town, I'll come after all of you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. We came for gold.
Mm-hmm.
She wants nothing to do with kids. That's bad business.
Mm-hmm. Tell me again what it is you're actually looking for, besides the gold.
Interesting papers. He's the governor. He's got to have shit on somebody.
I'm gonna take anything that's in his pockets out.
Okay.
And same with the presumably dead one. And say, I'll let you leave with your life.
He goes to pick up the other one.
You can leave him.
Starts heading back out.
I'm like, she's like, roll your eyes at me one more fucking time. Roll your eyes one more fuck. I just beat your ass and you still gonna roll your eyes at me? She's about to turn into a Haitian woman real quick. Get the bois.
She learned a whole lot
She go
about
get the bois.
Yeah, and he leaves.
I smack him on the ass with my long sword. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, he leaves. If you real quick go through the stuff that was in his pocket, this is mostly gold, a ring or two. Looks like a letter between the governor and somebody else. Don't really take the time to read it, but
do I see a Rosita and Ziku?
yeah.
Yeah, do we spill into the room?
Yep.
Right as I'm smacking the guy on the ass with my sword.
Ah!
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, did you find your friend?
No, did you? Have you seen Sarah? Have you
I
seen
haven't
Sarah?
seen her. What?
Sure that they've got her hidden somewhere. I'm sure they have a
Voice is
protocol for
changing.
this. A lot of the towns on the river probably have something about for this particular situation because it happens often.
Sorry, gnome puberty is a strange thing.
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight. I'm not the DM, but I'm gonna call it.
I'm done.
Everybody's their pride. We're done. Good night.
In wrapping up, you guys do search the house. You find the governor beaten and bruised. It looks like he was dragged out of whatever safe room. You don't find Sarah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Of course, we ask the obvious question is, where's your child? Did they take her?
I think they did. I don't think they intend to hurt her, but they did grab her.
I'm
Doesn't
assuming
matter.
there's a ransom?
That would be my guess.
Well,
I don't want to waste a rage, but I feel like I might.
That's
and
fair.
maybe just have like a temper tantrum.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. There you
You
go.
could
Yeah,
just
I'll have a
point Rosita in a direction where like it'll actually kind of productive and just go forth, child.
Yeah, maybe like you see me like reaching for another gumball and like about to pop it in my mouth, and like one of you like stops me from eating.
Save it for the pirates. Save it for the pirates. Save it for the pirates.
Think about what your orthodontist would say.
I like to hope by now that they popped off.
My teeth are clear. No braces at this point.
Yeah. Governor, I don't know you, but I did meet your daughter, and I don't speak for these two, but I will do what I can to help get her back. She was very sweet to me.
Thank you. She's a good girl. Please, let's.
She's been through a lot, I'm sure, already.
He kind of stands up and snaps a few times. You've seen the mending spell before. He's kind of trying to like put some chairs back together.
I will help with my own mending.
Sit. I have a feeling I know why this started, but it'll take a little explaining. And that is where we will go ahead and end it for the evening.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Oh my
Good.
god.
That's
Fucking pirates that live in the water. This is some Pirates of the Caribbean shit, but without the assholes involved in it.
Yep.
I'm still mad at this pelican.
Oh, the fucking albatross.
Which who? Okay, was that the lady? Was that the River
Yes.
Queen?
Yeah,
That was
the
her.
lady.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
River
when
Queen
I said-
overheard everything. Fuck. Great, that's fun.
When I said, "Oh fuck, it's an albatross," I was joking, and then it did turn out to just be a bad omen.
Yeah, I love
now
her.
we know.
She was one of the first characters I made for this world, and she is so much fun. She's an absolute bastard too, and I love her. So thank you everybody for coming around and hanging out and watching this silliness. Hopefully, I think on our next game, which is not next week, and might not be on the 4th, all things considered, because I know we're all a little busy that weekend.
Yes.
So keep an eye on Twitter for when the next game is going to be, because we might have a little bit of a break.
An
on the
accident, to
4th.
be honest, but
a lot
we're
of us-
doing Jordan's D&D Jordan Lee's Game for Change charity event. The three of us, Liz, Ivy, and I will be participating in it in one way or another all
Yep.
weekend. So definitely come through. It's from Thursday to Sunday of that weekend, and it's going towards a good cause. We're still raising money for Color of Change over there.
yeah.
Oh, we're close, and we're close to breaking 20K.
For
of
total donations that we've done.
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And what you cannot see is a very happy Jordan dancing in the background.
Yeah, Jordan's doing a little happy. Thanks for promoting this.
Which
dance in the background.
shout out to our lovely producer for joining us for this. Thank you, Jordan.
Yes, thank you, Jordan.
All right, so let's
really
go
appreciate you.
around real quick and say where else you can find us, and we'll go ahead and start with Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can mostly just find me here at RollingDeez20's, normally here and on Saturdays for playing Surrett Sanchez and our Fleetwood Night game, Accidental Waker Methuselah. You can find me at IVM2077 on Twitter, IVM_57 on TikTok, where I do cosplay endeavors. I have an Amazon wishlist and a Ko-fi should you choose to donate to my cosplay endeavors. Yeah, that's kind of it for the moment. And you can hit me up for one-off charity events and stuff. I'm open to lots of shit as long as it's like every other week because I'm tired.
Juice, you're up.
Juice, no pronouns, just Juice. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at the Juice TM, and on Saturdays playing Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night with the crew right here, right now. / we'd be wrapping up around this time, same time that we started tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Here on RollingDeez20's, where I play Aurelio Valentin, our currently emo Tremere for the next 3 episodes before we're done. Forever.
Yeah. 2 years comes to an end. 2 years of a game, and it comes to an end in a couple weeks. I've never had a game actually have a planned ending before, so this is going to be interesting.
I didn't get those 2 years, so I demand at least another year for myself.
Right.
Perfect. I like it.
Fair enough. And then it'll just be a solo game for me.
Yeah.
A series of vignettes starring Couture Baptiste away from the coterie simply so that Fair can get her 2 years.
Yeah.
RollingDeez20's is just going to be like just going to continue on as spin-offs of me and Fair.
I will get back in the DM chair at some point. I just have to get my shit together for that.
Fair, you're up.
Hi, I'm Fair. You can follow me on Twitter at FairBear. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, you can find me over on D&D Jordan Lee's channel for Ampichano, a D&D 5e homebrew campaign. God, I don't know why that was a struggle for me to say tonight. Where I play Deodora Shadesun, your Beast-Hide Battlemaster fighter. And then I'll be back here, 9 p.m. Eastern for Philly by Night, where I play Couture Baptiste, your Hakata social media influencer, goddess, you know, has the prince wrapped around her finger, all that stuff. She's great. And yeah, I have some other things coming up that haven't been announced yet. We'll be doing Color of Change in various different capacities. Just follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll know what I'm doing, and how you can support me.
All right, and I guess that leaves me. I am Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to find me. Mostly I'm here on Fridays and Saturdays for Philly by Night, where I play the La Sombra Dr. Retzeser, who might actually finally maybe think about being happy, which is just a weird change of events for her. And on TikTok, where I've been kind of quiet, but mostly I talk about my kid being weird and our vampire and D&D games. And that's about it. So hang out for a few minutes. We're gonna find somebody to raid, maybe, possibly.
Can we raid? Are we logged in?
Oh.
I don't think we can raid.
All right, well, go hang out. Yeah, go hang out with Gabe.
No, that is not how you do things. Hold on. I know how fucking. Yeah, we can't raid because just stuff. But we would love if you guys went over to Gabe James Games. God. And support them. They're playing, I think, the new Monster Prom installment, which I think is Monster Road Trip, which I'm very
there was
excited
a new
for.
one?
I can't wait to play it. It just came out.
I didn't even know it was
like,
development.
I think it
I have to
just
go to
came
Steam now.
out. Yeah.
I have to go to Steam now. Okay.
Go hang out over there, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for our Philly by Night.
See you then.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.